Oh shit, we're back.
Are we? Finally, it's been what? Almost 2 months.
We should probably do the intro though.
You missed us. But yeah, what up, y'all? I'm Sin.
I'm Joy, and welcome to Big Girl Pantease, where you get a plate of positivity with a side of bluntness, with accountability for dessert, because
accountability ain't a dirty word.
We missed y'all.
Yeah, we definitely missed y'all.
Look, and we talking over each other. That's how you know we ain't been doing it.
It's good because we're so happy to be back. Out of all this time, the main thing we kept saying is we miss being here talking to you guys. So for all of our new Pantease gang, this might be your very first time checking out Big Girl Pantease. We want to say thank you so much for checking us out. Welcome. We have 15 other episodes between season 1 and 2 on YouTube and everywhere that you listen to your DSPs. So please check us out. And to all of our returning Pantease gang, we love y'all so much for rocking with us for 2 seasons now. We know y'all missed us because we've had DMs like, when are y'all coming back and what the hell's going on?
Is the show coming back? Is
the
show coming back? It's
like, and we've been quiet.
Stop stressing us.
And we've been quiet a little bit on the gram, so I guess y'all are some of the haters. The lurkers,
was like, yeah,
that's not working. No, the bestie business besties broke up.
Nope, the bestie still bestie.
No, and we're back better
the Pantease still a Pantean.
Pantean, okay?
And we're back.
Yes.
And we're back. So
we want to say thank you so much for joining us. Coming back with us in 2024. We're super excited to be here. A lot has transpired. Joy and I will get into that. And yeah.
So as usual, we always start our show by saying what the name of the show is going to be.
And
Fresh Pantease. You know, it's the top of the year. You gotta, fresh to death,
yes,
Yes. So we figured it would be a good way to start the year with Fresh Pantease.
Yes.
Now, it's weird. If you see me holding something in my right hand, you know I'm a crystal head. So this is actually some blue calcite, which is good for your throat chakra. Since it's been, we a little rusty.
Leave your personal life out of this. That's all I'm saying.
It's not dirty panties. It's fresh panties. Thank you. Anywho, so I am trying to get my throat chakra together because it's been a while. Shut up. Because it's been a while, and I want to make sure that I'm communicating properly, and I'm also not cutting off my bestie, a.k.a.
Let me hold that.
Bitch, why are you talking?
Because I want my throat
okay, fine.
chakra
Look.
good.
Okay, just my energy on it. Okay, see, bestie shit. All right,
when you talking, the back of the hand. I rub on the back of the hand.
Look, when you talking, you can hold it.
But
when
no,
I'm talking,
good energy transfers, and I know my best friend got good energy, so all I gotta do is rub the back of her hand.
So if you see her rubbing my hand, it's not weird business.
I just want good throat chakra.
All right, I'm leaving that alone. So what is the meaning of fresh? Dirty pants. Okay, that's it.
You know how we do.
Fresh, recently made or obtained, canned, not frozen. Okay.
That part.
Not previously known or used, or different.
Okay.
Or full of renewed and vigor, refreshed, rose fresh from a night's sleep. So
I like that. I like that. I like the latter.
We rose fresh from a 2-month sleep.
Ooh.
So we're calling it Fresh Pantease.
Like Sleeping Beauty out this mug right now.
Right. So also, this is our first show of 2024. I also wanted to discuss a little bit of numerology in the beginning. I'll make it quick. I won't be long-winded. But this is a number 8 year in numerology, which actually is about abundance, prosperity, and karmic debt. So
that explains a lot what's going on in the world.
Epstein and all of that. Out. You think you've seen something now?
Did he?
We'll revisit.
Sorry. Was done in the dark when it come to light.
We were gone.
We've been gone. It's been a lot.
We've been gone for a minute. Now it's back to the jump off.
Yes.
So that you're going to be seeing a lot of that this year. But it's also the beginning of the calendar year, which is New Year, but technically not the New Year because the spiritual New Year, the astrological New Year, and spring,
y'all,
begins in March. But
pick up a book and do a little bit of research because it will blow your mind. I didn't know that either until my best friend told me.
So sometimes you don't take things for face value, but do a little research yourself. So this is working. I'm communicating.
Yeah, there we go. See, and I told you, rubbing the back of the hand. It's transferring over here. Good energy, good juju.
There you go. I got it on your throat chakra. Okay. So I guess we should probably just start off by
explaining some stuff, right?
So, in the new year, you leave things behind. So for us, just because something is presented to you doesn't mean that it's right for you.
Yeah.
You can bless a situation that you realize isn't for you and move on.
Yep. So to give further content to what Joy just said, In 2023, we were presented with an amazing opportunity
Yes.
to move over to a different platform,
Right.
shall I say. And we're not going to say any names, but when I tell you it's huge, huge. And
Yeah.
when I say it's for the culture,
For the
for
culture.
the culture.
Yeah.
However, over the course of time, Joy and I realized, based on what we wanted and needed at the time for our Big Girl Pantease podcast,
Right.
as much as we wanted to move over
For our brand.
for our brand, we had to stay put and do things the way we're doing them. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to understand that God's going to bless you with opportunities, but not every opportunity is for you. And sometimes not every opportunity is for you at that time.
Right.
And if at
Right.
some point we can revisit, that would be awesome because, like I said,
It was
a big
great.
fucking
It was a
deal.
big deal,
It was a big
but just
deal.
wasn't
For us.
at this time.
moment,
So
yeah.
we
Had to take a step back.
had to take a step back. And if this goes across and they happen to see it, we do appreciate
We
the time.
thank you and so appreciate your
And
time.
You know, that's it.
Yeah,
God
and
bless.
we
We
just
appreciate
had to regroup and talk about what we wanted as our brand
Yes.
and how we needed to move forward.
Yeah.
So we had to take time off in order to regroup, and then life got in the way, and then retrograde started.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifing, and then retrograde started. And if you know anything about me and Joy, we're not doing shit in the retrograde. Nothing
Something
new.
new?
No, that's
You
not
must
what
be
you go
out
back. Go back to retrograde panties.
Is that
Episode 8, I think.
Wait,
7 is revamped. Check that one out.
Well,
8, I think is.
I think it's the second
retrograde.
episode of the new season. No, yeah, it's the second episode of the new season. Whatever
We
that
have
number
so
is.
many fucking shows to where we're like, oh my god, we
Which
can't.
one is it?
I absolutely love that. So this is episode technically 16.
But episode 6.
6 of season 2.
We're still in the second season. You can
Yes,
just see. So
episode
we kind of
6.
brought the old into the new.
Yes. But we're revamped.
We're
Episode 7 of
we're
season
renewed,
1. We're
which
renewed.
is basically kind of, fresh.
And we
Pantease.
are very focused on what Big Girl Pantease is going to look like for 2024. Not just personally, but professionally. So we're going to kind of delve into that a little bit.
We're going to touch on that.
And we just thank you for real, because y'all been hitting us up in our DMs like, when y'all coming back? And the love is real. So we are back and we're super happy. So let's get into it. There we go.
So I know there's a few things.
There
are a few things that, before we get to the new, we'll start a little bit with the olds. There are a few things that I definitely did leave behind. And I'm going to address them because it's the first episode out because a lot of things happen.
Oh, yeah, we're going to.
I actually ended 2 friendships that needed to, that ran their course, that had certain things going on. One friendship, it just became, became one-sided and very draining. And some things happened where I kind of saw things. You know how when you see something, a person do something to other people and you're like, they'll never do it to me? I know we've spoken about that in previous episodes. When it starts happening to you, you have to take a step back. And it's not how long you've known the person. It's like, what are they pouring into your life?
Exactly.
Just because we have history doesn't mean that this is a conducive friendship for me, for growth and for positivity. And for the second friendship, it was a newer friendship, but and it was we were vibing, but I started to notice there were more than one occasion where things were said or did that made me question if this person was actually my friend.
And that's the problem.
And if I have to question it, and then it's like, first of all, we're human.
Yeah.
So we're going to do things that upset people or hurt people. And sometimes we don't know, and you could bring it to their attention. But
they should correct it at that point.
Right. However, we didn't even have a chance to get to the correction conversation because there were so many things that just kept happening. And I started pulling myself back and it kept happening. And it was just like, is this person really my friend?
Did it come off like they was a hater, or
it wasn't? I can't call it. I'm be honest with you, I couldn't call it. It just felt uncomfortable,
and it
didn't feel like
that's not friendship.
Yeah, it was just like, and in the beginning, it wasn't like that, but as of late, it was just like.
And
you would say certain things, and I'd be like,
And you try and give people a out for a second, because you're like, I don't know what they're dealing with, but when it happens more than once,
when it happens once, I'm not gonna be like, But then when it happens twice,
that's not a mistake.
And then it happened the third time,
you don't make the same.
And then it happened again, and I was just like, And then other things transpired and got weird. And these people, I wish them the best.
Always.
And I don't harbor any negative feelings. But where I am at this point in my life, those friendships were not helping my growth, and they didn't feel real.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm glad that you had the strength to do that because, excuse me, to piggyback off of that, I had a similar experience this year. Mine was more so, mine was with someone that I really, really loved and was in love with, a relationship that I had to let go. It was not about cheating. It wasn't, and that's the beauty about it. I'm like, because I said in 2024, and I said on season 2, I'm gonna be a lot more transparent, guys. I was in a situation. You're gonna let me hold it because I need it because my best friend already know the story I have to tell. I fell in love with someone and it was a long distance relationship, and that's not something that I do. And after a year and change, we both had to part ways, and it had nothing to do with infidelity. It just became that life became hard, and us bringing ourselves together at this point in time would have been hard on both of us for so many personal reasons, based on what I had going on with the podcast and my job and other things, and not having the time to be able to dedicate to that relationship and vice versa. And so to let go of something that was so beautiful and so in sync and so right was so hard. But I believe God never, ever, ever, ever makes mistakes, and there's no such thing as coincidence. So I know God had to release that for different reasons. And I know He's grown a lot since then because of it. And I know I have. 2023 has really taught me my resilience, but it also taught me my weaknesses. I am resilient in being able to bounce back, but I'm weak because I don't ask for help and I don't know how to be vulnerable as an Aquarian woman. Carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I can never let it be known that I'm sad. I can
be getting to her about that. Sorry, continue.
It's so hard sometimes for me to just be vulnerable. It's so fucking hard. And Joy knows I never break down. But it's so hard for me to be vulnerable because I've always been looked at as the strong friend. And I am strong, but at times I get tired of being strong. And at times I just want the love that I want. And so to have to step away from that in 2023 was so hard. But I bounced back because I realized that what's for me is for me. And I made peace with that. And God is a blessing in my life, regardless. Every day that I wake up, I have breath in my body. You have breath in your body. We're blessed people.
Amen.
So just
Amen.
because relationships come in and out of your life, the ones that's supposed to be there, God's going to make sure is there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm grateful in 2024 and 2023 that we have finally repaired our shit because we
repaired our shit way before then.
Oh yeah, since 2020 we've been good, but we've really learned each other and how to communicate, and even conflict resolution, and even times to where Joy and I sometimes still have to have a conversation that's meaty. We'll bump heads. We both have so much love for each other that at this point, as grown-ass women, sexy grown-ass women that we are, and been best friends for decades, we ain't going nowhere. That shit was in our 20s. We ain't going nowhere. We too fucking dope and too... We miss each other too much.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and you ain't going nowhere. We miss each other too much if we was not in each other's lives.
Agreed.
So just even though the people that we had to let go in 2023 was hard, or
no, it was. Don't get it twisted.
It was hard.
Like,
we're grateful we're still here.
One, thank you. To quote,
thanks for letting me hold it.
See, look, see,
I needed that.
You see how that worked? It worked. Ooh, it's hot too. See,
I needed
coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
One of my favorite people, the Hood Healer, always says one of her favorite lines is, as long as you have breath in your body, you have options.
Yes, Lord.
And just to make it quick so we can jump into the other one, because we're also working on making sure being concise and to the point. Just because we have let these people go, it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it didn't take time, and it doesn't mean that it's something that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But we realized it was something that we had to do.
Yeah.
And then actually I have literally listed number 2 here. Friendships that don't feel like friendships, if they're one-sided, or you really have to question if they're your friend, which is I've already gone over. But again, wishing them the best.
Always.
And I'm ready to be moving on into the new Pantease.
But can we also I just want to take a moment to say, when someone leaves your life, look, I know some people do some real fucked up foul shit, so you have to judge that for you. But for the most part, just wish them well. Don't wish anything bad on them. You don't want that karma.
You're wishing it on yourself.
You're wishing it on yourself, because what you wish and what you put out there, law of attraction, what you put out there comes back 10 times fold. Throw chakra.
Good. Sorry, my bad. No, go for it. Go. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. We using crystals in 2024. I'm gonna get her own crystal.
And you know what I'm getting? Because I'm gonna start taking, like, my best friend. I'm gonna get me a fucking rose quartz and put that shit in my goddamn bra. I want that shit in my heart at all times.
Bring that love people to me. This is too big for the bra.
Oh,
shout out to Stone and Shadow, because this is where I got this beautiful piece of calcite.
Stone and Shadow is amazing. Please check out
Stone
the
and
site.
Shadow on
beautiful people behind.
Yeah, shout out to Nadia.
Shout out to Nadia. She is the most amazing light. So, I'm definitely gonna be getting some stuff from you girls.
This is working. Yes, this is working. Little plug. Because
I felt the energy. I'm
telling you,
because you know I'll never break down.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as you started breaking down, I was like, see, calcite working already. Calcite working.
That's what you need in 2024. Let it go.
Crystal.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So now that we've let things go, right? Welcome to 2024. Actually, the camera in front of us says 4. That's confirmation.
I love it.
I'm just saying.
And we're looking in the right camera this time.
Yeah, because you know I be looking. God, I be here, there, and everywhere.
My friend be like looking here and there at the same time. She's like,
it's like, what, can I look here? Can I look there? So yes, that part. So now that we're here in 2024, we do want to start talking about what it is we want to build here.
Yep.
Now, not just the show, personally, professionally.
Yep.
And getting back to the crux of why we began the show, I think we had a conversation about the fact that we feel like we may have gotten off track
a little bit.
For what the purpose of a little bit, a smidgen.
Anybody that knows what this means from a previous episode?
So you don't bestie panties me.
You'll get the joke. But go ahead, best friend.
I thought you.
I'm over it.
Excuse me. We left that in 2023. We left that in 2023. Yeah, whatever. We left that in
the old shows. That's all. Bestie Pantease. Check it out. Season 1. Go ahead.
You see this face? Yeah, check it out. Talking shit, girl. I know you. So we also, in the previous episodes, we talked about lists, right? I personally have lists that I've done over the years. And one of the things that is really, really upsetting me and my girlfriends. No, what's really upsetting me is that there are certain things that I continue to see on my lists. Now, granted, I'm proud of myself because there are some things that I've checked off. Checking. But there are some things that are repeat offenders. And for me personally this year, I'm getting rid of my repeat offenders. So for my list, it's crushing everything on my list. Tired of seeing repeat offenders. I didn't even read it. It's just because it's really what it is. Stop standing in my own way and finishing when I start. AKA, the phrase of the year, I'm standing on business this year in my personal life and in my professional life.
Got you.
So I'm standing on business. What's one of...
Ooh, I'm grateful and happy to say for the 3rd year going into 2024, I've journaled for going on 3 years now in my manifestation journal 365.
Yep.
Not always easy. Work getting in the way, life getting in the way. You come home, you tired, you don't want to do shit. You want to watch your Hell's Kitchen and go to bed. Yes, that's me sometimes. But I made sure that I journaled, but sometimes I kind of went into a little bit of a negative space in my journal, and that's not what a manifestation journal is. You have to stay positive. So shout out to my girl Sharon. She bought me a beautiful manifestation journal in my favorite color, purple, and I used that for the 2024 calendar year, and I decided to, in addition to that, have a word that's for me for the entire year. And I've never done that before. And it's to piggyback off of what my best friend just said. I was all over the fucking place last year because I was emotional and I was going through a breakup I was in love, and I ain't even going to talk about the other part, 15 months. Girl, Whole nother story. We'll keep that for you know what. Don't say the episode. You know what? We got one a banger for you. We'll talk about that. But it's been a lot going on, and I had to come up with a word that's going to keep me going in 2024. And I realized the word for me is consistency. I have procrastinated in 2023 with certain things professionally and personally. So for me going into 2024, it's all about consistency. Starting something, seeing it through, being present, being intentional, and carrying it to the end. And that's with everything. I don't talk as quickly anymore. I sit back and relax and take in what I have to take in before I speak because I don't want to speak off of emotion.
Right.
I'm realizing I am blessed and highly favored. And as long as me and mine and the people that I love around me and my mama is good, I am good money. Nothing else matters. And that's the energy that I'm taking into 2024. So I think we're both on the same page of getting out of our own way, not letting other people's shit get to us. Don't let anybody else stuff get to you. You have one life to live it.
And you know what? This is me sending y'all good energy
Good juju.
with my calcite right here. Like
push
that's it.
through.
Like honest to God, it's just I'm really
life is too short to be with the bullshit.
I can't do it anymore. I can't. I just can't.
We won't. This what ain't happening.
We ain't. So then you know, I like my little bullets. It makes it easier for us to stay on track because if we don't, we'll just be, oh wait, what was we supposed to say?
Y'all know those episodes.
You know, we good for that. We good for that.
Yeah.
So getting back, like I was saying before, to piggyback on that, getting back to why we began the show. It's very therapeutic to be honest in public, but what we haven't done is dive into deeper issues that need to be shared, but it's difficult opening that line of communication.
Yeah.
Like, case in point, Cat Williams. We're not going to get into that conversation today. However,
I spent 2 hours and 46 minutes of my life last night and I watched the whole fucking episode.
I didn't. Okay, so and I'm first of all, full disclosure. I just seen clips and those blew my mind. I haven't had a chance to watch the full episode. I'm actually a little nervous. But my point is sometimes I don't know who said this line, but sometimes you got to speak the truth even if your voice shakes. And I think we've been cute and fun and, ha, 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 and these kind of things. But there are very deep issues that we do discuss amongst each other that, I don't want, maybe we should, and fuck that.
And I think the reason why
we're not doing that.
I think the reason why we've been hesitant is because we're a new podcast and we know how the internet works. Let's be fucking real. We know y'all some.
We don't want YouTube to come through and be like, nah, nah, nah.
Mother, not even YouTube. The comments.
We on YouTube.
No, but YouTube. But I'm talking about more so of the comments because
you behind the screen.
Sometimes, you internet Twitter finger motherfuckers. But that's sometimes you don't want to offend your fan base, but to thy own self be true. That's the credo I live by. To thy own self be true. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And it's a lot of topics that we're going to be getting into to where Joy and I do not see eye to eye. And it's going to not be all peaches and herb and just pop blocking and chill all the time. You're going to see the veins come up in our throats because she's a Libra and I'm Aquarius. And
we have to cut the camera.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going to lead to no fighting.
No, we're not doing that.
We ain't doing all that, but you're going to see us really debate heavier topics. And so that's something that Joy and I really are going to bring in 2024. We appreciate the love that you guys give and we appreciate the support, but we have to do what we said in our hearts we were going to do. And that's a major part of it.
And that's also the campsite rule.
Yes.
That's our main thing. We want, when you come in, you spend this time with us, however long it is, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, clicking in, staying for a little bit, staying for the whole thing. Whenever the goal is when you leave, we want it to be thought-provoking and we want you to feel better when you leave than when you came in.
Exactly.
Or at least learn something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Or at least laugh. If you had a shitty day and we made you laugh, or you want to pick up that book, or now you're looking into crystals, or you're getting back into what makes you happy, or you're saying fuck the BS, whatever it is, we want you to take something positive at all times away from our podcast. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Always. And then just to round it up, because this isn't going to be a very long episode, we just wanted to come back and be like, we back, bitches.
Hello.
You thought we was going.
I know. They probably like, Well,
no, the real ones do.
Episode.
The real ones do.
Yeah, but the lurkers and some of the other haters, and because we know a couple that's watching. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We love
that's a view. That's a view.
Yeah.
That's a view.
We know y'all looking.
And we appreciate it.
You might not look in the stories, but we know y'all.
No, because you don't look in the stories because you're going to be busted.
No.
But the views and the likes.
We appreciate you.
We know.
We know.
And we love it. We
Look.
thank you. We thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all.
So lastly, to round it out, I think what's missing and what should be done is asking tough questions. I want us to ask one another tough questions. I want to ask y'all tough questions, the things that no one wants to talk about.
Be ready for
You got to shed light on things to change them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide from uncomfortable things and
Nope.
uncomfortable conversations.
Nope.
And we ain't doing that shit.
Any person that has ever changed history was not Rosa Parks. If she didn't say, I'm not getting the fuck up.
Well, here's
Civil rights
another
movement
wild
would've
story
changed
about Rosa
so
Parks.
much.
You know, she wasn't the first one.
No, she was not.
Okay,
But
do
that-
some research.
I
'cause
know
we don't,
she was not the first one to do it.
And the reason why they made her the face of the civil rights movement, well, not the face, but the face of that was kind of messed up as well. But again, you know, do some research, and that'll be another one of those uncomfortable conversations we were just talking about.
She's not the first, but being the face, she still did it. Anybody that's willing to go against the grain and speak truth, I applaud. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I want people to, whatever you think about Cat Williams, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to go into it, but I've never been a huge Cat Williams fan. Comedy ever. That's why I had to sit down off a clip. I want to see the whole thing. And I was home last night. I had time. So I didn't want clips.
You had time today?
I had time today. Oh, last night, okay? I was sipping my Cabernet. Okay, thank you. I'm not doing dry January. Y'all can suck it. It will come after my birthday in February.
Dry March.
No, the fuck we not. Not doing my birthday. No, I'm not doing no dry February.
So we're gonna chat off camera.
She already knows why we can't do dry. I can't do dry February, but we'll talk about that at another time. I'll do dry March with you. Come March, you're gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna push this to April. But
no,
anyway,
we're not. I'm about that life. You know I'm about that life.
About that life.
I'm about that life.
Okay.
Anyway, but let's get back on topic. Well-behaved women have, I can't remember the actual statement, but
they never change.
Well-behaved women rarely change history or something like that.
You have to be bold. You have to stand up for what's right. And that's the reason why I had to watch Cat Williams all the way through, because I wanted to see not just sound bites and clips.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting because I'm a firm believer in this, and I'll just say this and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go into yay or nay or whatever of what he spoke. I know me as an Aquarius, and I had to look up his sign. He's a Virgo. Shut up. People they speak their mind. We speak our mind. And to me, whether he's a comedian or not,
right,
you can tell when someone is telling a bullshit story, and you can tell when someone's telling a real story because of the flow. You can tell when someone's like, yeah, because when I told you about the way that story flowed, I had to do that because that's another story. That's enough. She already knows. When I told her about that story, the way it flowed,
you can't lie about certain things like that. You can't lie about that. It was like,
and
what?
That's what
all I'm gonna say is Timberlands. Okay, that's it. That's it.
That's a moment.
That's all I said. I didn't even blow it up.
No.
No. Okay, sorry.
Didn't blow it up.
Thank you.
That was a
best
good
friend.
moment. That was a good moment. That was a reminisce. Reminisce.
Wait, okay. Which one? Mary J. or
you know Mary.
I know, but I'm saying, there's Pete Rock and CL Smooth, and then
no, not that one. I said reminisce.
I
said the Mary J. version. I didn't say when they reminisce over you. My God, I did. I know.
Okay, we just did.
And we didn't say no Martin, so we're getting
better.
A little bit.
A little better.
Come out before we end.
But you're absolutely right. When people are telling a story that is the truth. You can tell when
somebody is flowing with their story, and you can tell, and you can tell when somebody is bullshitting. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I implore you to please take a moment, sit down and watch if you have the time and you're interested. The 2 hours and 46 minutes. You going to come to be Big Girl Pantease.
Shannon Sharp in that white and that tight white.
The only problem I did have with that was Shannon. I love Shannon. I'm a football head. I'm a Giants fan. I've watched him skip Bailey. I've seen the show a million times. My problem with Shannon was he wasn't ready for Cat. He didn't know what fucking question
I wasn't
to
talking
ask.
about the interview itself. I was saying
How he
visually.
look.
Visually.
Yeah.
Visually.
That's a nice stacked black man, of
That
course.
is and he had the nerve to be wearing all that cream and then the tight
and then
you
the
see the thigh muscles.
It was right. The body was like bing boom pow. But Shannon needed. He wasn't ready for cat because he didn't know how to follow up. He was like, oh shit, Shay about to be. Oh shit, I'm about. What? Wait. What?
Yeah, but I think honestly, I think that interview has like 12 million impressions right now. Or views.
Cat knew what he was doing, and Shannon didn't even realize it was gonna blow up the way it did.
He should have known. It's Cat Williams.
Cat had to
Come on, man.
Cat had to tell Shannon, this is gonna be crazy. And
I'm warning you.
Yeah, and sometimes, and you know why it was crazy? Because sometimes with certain truths is exposed, especially in the we've been in the age of Aquarius, but especially in the eighth year.
The karmic is gonna be that
all
karmic
of the shit's coming out. So what you do in the dark is gonna come to light. Just watch it. Go back come to us at biggirlpanties@yahoo.com
and let us know when you see it
Let us know
unfold.
what you think. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Go ahead and watch it. It was interesting.
We'll chat later on.
But we're gonna definitely get into some controversial topics going into 2024. Things that in the social media, things that we've talked about before that we wanted to touch bases on. If you have any requests or suggestions for a future show, again, head to biggirlpanties@yahoo.com and let us know. We'll definitely take it into consideration.
So if you have made it this far on our rant, thank you so much. Sending you good energy, good juju with my blue calcite.
Yes.
And we back, hoes.
Yes, we back. Like nothing ever happened. Better than ever.
Boom.
In 2024, I feel good. I don't know. Something about 2023. It say how you enter was used to say how you start the year is how you finish. Well, get that thing the fuck right to a point.
That's not true.
No, that's not true. Not last year. Because you remember how I started.
Yeah.
I remember how I ended.
So
again, shout out to RC. I'm gonna leave it at that.
So thanks again for tuning in. We're all on all of the DSPs. We're on YouTube, and we'll be doing this again and sending you good vibes. And remember, you always want to leave the world better than where you see it.
Yes, campsite
or when it came in.
Yep.
Okay, we'll work on that. It'll be better next time.
You already know. We said in all of our episodes, but yes, we want you to be feeling so much better when you leave our podcast. Take something away and just be good to people. You see somebody that's pregnant on the subway, give them the seat. You see an old lady trying to get down the stairs, help her with a shopping cart.
We ain't gotta tell people how to be nice.
Yeah,
you know how to
be
nice.
No,
you know how to be nice.
No,
you don't know how. No.
I was on the train coming here, bitch, and there was a man standing there acting like he don't see the pregnant lady, and 3 women got up. Bullshit. Y'all niggas got to get it together. Women should not be getting up for women when they're pregnant and when they got kids. Come on, chivalry should not be dead. Just be good to people. That's all. That's it.
It look like this
what would Jesus do? And on that note, we'll see our asses next week. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace. Juju. Fuck.